This is a video for Algebra 1 Summer School, Unit 2, Lesson 2, Graphing Lines, Practice. I'm going to do 3 problems with you here. If you have questions other than these 3, you need to check with the key that's posted on Canvas or come into office hours and talk with your instructor. The first problem I'm going to do is 1A, the very first problem on the practice. It says, graph the following line given to you in slope-intercept form. Well, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We talked about in the notes how m represents the slope and b, that number, represents the y-intercept. So when I look at this equation, y equals 3/4 x minus 2. This 3/4, that number that's in front of the x, is my slope. The -2 is my y-intercept. Now, when I make this line, I always start at the y-intercept here, so that means I start at -2. That's my starting point. 3/4 is my slope. That's my rise over run. So 3 is positive, so I go up 1, 2, 3. I always run to the right over 4. That's my new point. And I continue to rise up 3 over 4 until I've run out of room on my grid. All right, I go the other direction as well. All right. Then I use a straight edge or ruler, and I connect all those points. That would be the line of y equals 3/4 x minus 2. All right. The next problem I'm going to do for you is 2e. Write the equation of each line below. When I'm writing these equations, these are horizontal and vertical lines. I have to look about where this horizontal line here, what axis is it cutting through? It appears to be cutting right through the y-axis. So I know I'm going to have a y equals equation, and I just count up to see what y value it goes through. 1, 2, 3, it looks like it's going through y equals 4. That's it. That's the whole deal. One thing to remember is that the slope of a horizontal line is always 0. All right, final question. There is a typo, but it's 2b, the very bottom 2. We're going to write the equation of the line given the graph this time. So I need to first find the y-intercept. Where am I starting? And it looks like I'm starting, this is the origin, up at 3. Now, in order to find the slope, I have to pick a second point that looks nice on my graph. So it looks like that might be a nice point there. I find the rise over run. So now it looks like I'm going down 2 over 1. So down 2 over 1 would be my slope. That's just equal to the number -2. So when I write this equation, I always put y equals, the slope comes first, -2, always an x, and then the y-intercept, plus 3. All right, so I reviewed a little bit of how to graph a line from an equation, how to write an equation from a graphed line, and a little bit about vertical and horizontal. If you have other questions, go back and reference the notes, look at the answer key posted on Canvas, or come in to see your instructor.